Welcome to On Fire to Inspire. I am Aaliyah Tate, the Purpose Midwife. I want to thank y'all so much for joining us this beautiful evening. It seems like our music wanted to do its own thing, but hey, it's okay. It's a holiday, right? So this topic tonight is one of my favorites because it gives you that fuzzy wuzzy stuff all up in your heart, and just sometimes you could choose to be happy. And so this time of season, sometimes some people need to some help choosing to be happy. But before we hop in, I want to thank our sponsors. Thank you so much to our Mom Biz Boss group. Y'all, Mom Biz Boss, those women be rocking and rolling. All of them have different types of businesses. And you definitely, if you are an entrepreneur of any type, you want to check them out and see how you can get involved. They have great speakers, they have connections virtually virtual connects, as well as uh, meetups locally. And do me a favor, hit that share button because we are going to be going live in just a few more moments. Again, that group was mombizboss.org, mombizboss.org. So you definitely want to connect. Um, and then check out Come Dance with Mina. Come Dance with Mina, MENA. Classes will resume in January, so check out her page. Follow and like her page. You have Zumba and line dance classes. We have so much fun, y'all. So check it out and get involved, because it's time for us to be about taking care of these temples. It's not about setting a New Year's resolution or anything else. It's about being present in the present and taking care of these temples so that we can be here for our family members, our children, our grandchildren, and all that good stuff. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So tonight's topic, the Lord placed on my heart. He had me do one, at least 6 or 8 years ago, something. It had to be about 8 years ago. Reminding me that I was gonna go live, and the Lord was like, "Go live and do this." And so my guests were my live guests that were able to come on and share, because some people again need that gentle nudge to help them know that, hey, there is something to be happy about. There's something, some memory that you have that you can say, oh, that gives me them warm and fuzzies. And so sometimes we need that. And this is a season that is we need it. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up my little sister Sophia. Welcome back to On Fire to Inspire. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. I hope you are.
I am. So tell us, you are coming to us and joining us, talking about a favorite holiday memory. And so tell us about your holiday memory.
So since we're in the month of December and I'm all in the spirit, I
Yay.
want to speak about Christmas being one of my favorite holiday memories. For me, it was just being grateful to have your family. Um, being in a household where you had a single parent, the Christmas gifts were not the biggest thing on Christmas Day, but the love was there. Our mom, she had six of us, so she did whatever she needed to do to make sure we had something under that tree. And so to be able to put your pride aside and do what you need to do for your babies, if that's asking for help, like for, the organizations that help kids with gifts like Salvation Army and all the other ones, she put her pride aside and she signed us up so that we could have a gift. And I knew it was hard, raising six kids. So um, it just made me think like, she did what she had to do to make sure that we enjoyed something. And so that would be my favorite memory, just being grateful, having that gratitude, um, knowing that we got something and it was at least one thing that we really, really wanted. So that's going to be my favorite memory, just being grateful to have something and to have the family and love shared on Christmas, realizing what the real true meaning of Christmas was.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because sometimes people get so caught up in, well, I didn't get this and I didn't get that. but she wasn't able to give six
Right.
children,
Right.
every single thing.
Right.
So that's beautiful, and to be able to verbalize that, you
Mhm.
know. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for sharing.
You're welcome.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you.
Thank you so much, and the same to you and your family as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, y'all. So tonight we are sharing on the topic of your, happy holiday memories, your favorite holiday memories. Again, it could be something simple. Sophia shared with us that her mom was a single mom, and even though her mom was a single mom, it wasn't about gifts for them. It was about creating the memories. You felt the love, and everybody was present. Nobody was on their phones because we didn't have all that. We were growing up, and it was about just being there and creating those memories. Those memories, even though her mom is not here with her on the earth any longer, those memories are still here and here. And that's what we need to remember. Not about going in debt for a day, but going to create memories with our children and our grandchildren. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Sophia. So I'm going to share about mine. So y'all, my aunt was like my second mom. She was my mama's only sister, and she would have all her nieces and nephews, and she would do stuff with us all the time. But regularly, especially on the holidays, she would literally clear out her furniture in her house. She didn't have the largest house, but by the time she had everything set up, you'd be like, wow. And she would host family gatherings. She'd have tables in throughout the house. She'd have the sunroom set up, and we would actually have a big family meal. And my grandma was there, my great aunt, my mama, my cousins, all of us. We would come after church, or if it was during the week, everybody's down at her house, and we would just enjoy. It wasn't about toys. It was about enjoying being with your family, like Sophia said, being able to eat all that good food and seeing all the, hearing all the laughter and just seeing all that. And I remember that. I don't remember the age that we were when she stopped doing that, but I do remember her doing it all the way into my teens. So I remember that. And my husband and I actually shared that experience as teenagers coming. I think Christmas fell on a Sunday, or she did it the Sunday beforehand. And we actually came right out the church and came as teenagers, came to her house and participated in the family Christmas. So it was not about a gift, but it was about the memory here and here that it was created for me. So thank you, Sophia, for sharing that, because I remember mine when I was thinking about, okay, what was mine? I was thinking about that earlier this week, and that was one of my favorites. So next we're gonna bring up my little sis Angelica. Angelica, share with us. Welcome to the show. You're on mute right now, but share with us what was one of your favorite memories.
One of my favorite memories is when my mama have 7 children. So when we all that one year we all got together, um, and all the grandkids, and that was the first time we actually was able to be together. With my mom going through struggles, and life was life and back in the day with her. With us being separated, but we was actually able to come together and with the grandkids, and we had so much food, and I love to eat. So we had soul food, we had crab ball, we had hot dogs, steaks, hamburgers. My baby brother, which be coming home next year, thank God. He did like Chinese food. We had so much, but we really enjoyed us being together as one. And the smile and the look on my mama's face said a lot. And I got the picture of all of us together. So I cherish that every day, all day. I love my siblings. I love my mama. I am a mama's girl, but family to me is more important than anything else.
I love that. I love that. And it is so key that all of us, I'm older than both of y'all, but that all of us are sharing a memory, and the memory has nothing to do with a gift. It's all about the gift of life and the gift of joy and the gift of gratitude and just being so grateful for family. Like y'all both have big families. You're one of 7.
Yes,
She's
I'm the
one of
middle.
6, and I'm the only one that my mom had. So I love being able to be around my cousins and my, because my cousins were like my sisters and brothers, and we just had a ball, And so the memories that were created, you can't take anything from them.
Mhm.
You can't put a price tag on it. You can't give, you can't give something for the memories, a memory like that. You can't say, well, you know what, I'll buy that from you for $1,000. You'd be like, sorry, that right, that's here, and it can't be bought. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right, yes.
yes, and Dr. Lorinda said, just being more grateful for making it to this point of the year. Yes, Dr. Lorinda. So many of us need to remember that we got to be grateful that we made it to December 23rd, 2025. You
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
so grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. So y'all, we have been sharing. We had a couple more people that's supposed to be sharing tonight. Again, life is lifing. It's the holiday season. One was on one because you may be having some technical difficulties. But what is it that you're grateful for this holiday season? I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about what can you personally do to create a memory, as my friend Kathy says, to put in your memory bank, to put in your family's memory bank, um, as you go about this holiday season. Because if at the end of the day, you're not going to remember what you purchased or what you were given last year, but you will remember what you did and the memory that you intentionally created that will last a lifetime. Can't put a price tag on it. It is priceless. So it looks like Teresa made it on. Teresa, you ready? I'm about to bring you up stage. You ready? All right. Welcome to On Fire to Inspire. How you doing this evening?
Yes,
How you doing? Welcome to On Fire to Inspire. How you doing this evening?
I am fine. Yes,
How you doing?
I'm doing just wonderful, wonderful. It's great to be on. I am fine. Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing just wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, she got some feedback going on.
It's great to be
So are you
on.
on
Yes.
two
I'm doing just wonderful.
are you on two
I'm gonna turn.
So are you on two?
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
She's having some technical difficulties. So she's gonna disconnect and reconnect. All right, let's see if that worked for her. How about now, Teresa? You good? Are you good? You can't take.
No, I'm still on the backstage, so I'm trying to figure out how to get out.
No, you're here. We got you. We can hear. We can see you. We can
Still
see you.
on the backstage, so
I
I'm
don't
trying to
know what's
figure out
going
how to
on.
get out.
No, you're here. We got you. We can hear. We can see you. I don't know what's going on with her technology. Let's see. She's gonna probably disconnect and reconnect. So yeah, what is it that you're grateful for? What memory? Sorry, what one of your favorite holiday memories that you had growing up, or maybe recent? May have been something growing up. What's your personal favorite holiday memory? I know for me, like I said, being at my aunt's house with everybody, just it was amazing. And another memory for me was going to my cousins. Them, I always called their grandmother my grandmother, and she's actually 100 years old now. And so we would all go to her house, and all of their cousins and stuff on their side would come, and we would be over there. Y'all, you talk about so much food and so many kids, but we have so much fun. And this was my uncle's ex-wife, but everybody, like, it was like a blended family for everybody, and nobody had any animosity, no negativity. Everybody just enjoyed the moment. And that's something that you rarely see when it's in-laws and things like that. Let's try it again. Let's see if Teresa's back on and see if it's working for her. Teresa, you back?
Yes.
We got you. All right. Welcome
I
back.
was I was
Friday.
on my phone and my iPad.
Gotcha. No, that's why we were getting the feedback because it was like echoing and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
And double, you know.
perfect. Got it.
But I want to say Merry Christmas to you and your other uh attendees. And
Merry.
it just really makes me feel kind of sad because here they're saying they grew up with 6 and 7 siblings. I grew up with three. Well, there were three of us,
Okay.
and we grew up with meager means. But we're talking back in the 50s, okay?
Okay.
so,
Gotcha.
so it was very, very meager. But I remember my favorite Christmas Eve is my mother would make certain that my sister and I made ambrosia.
Okay.
And we had to grate the coconut,
Physically grate the coconut.
grate the coconut, because my mother would she would put a hole in the little top of the coconut,
Mhm.
drain the milk, and she would put the coconut in the oven to let the meat separate from the shell.
Huh.
And once it cooled down, we would grate it, and we had produce. We had the tangerines, we had the grapes, apples, oranges, and oh, we just had a great time. And my dad would have friends from his quartet come over, and they would um, assemble the gifts for the children because we didn't believe in Santa Claus. Well, I put it this way: we had to believe in Santa Claus because that's what the other kids believed in, Santa Claus, because I knew my mom and daddy would buy that little one thing that we got. So no Santa Claus is coming down our chimney because we didn't have one. So, but it was just the togetherness. And there is nothing like family
Yeah.
during the holiday.
So very true.
Yeah.
So very true. Yes. So you had three siblings. It was three of y'all. There were
That
three.
were three of us. I am the youngest of the three children my mother and dad had.
Okay. Okay. So I had 7, 6, and 3 today, and me, the
Um,
only child.
but
Yeah.
still, you being the only child, you had family around.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
that was great, I know.
Yes.
And now we are away from family because I'm in Atlanta and I grew up in Macon. My mother and dad are gone. Um, but there are cousins who are still there.
Yeah. Yes,
So
ma'am.
I keep in contact with them. And I have nieces and nephews, and we occasionally uh, get together, but not for any long period of time.
Yeah.
But
But being able to get together for something other than a funeral.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
So now my daughter is here, and we just have a good time preparing meals and eating together.
Yes.
So that's
Absolutely.
it.
I love that. It's time
But
for
I,
us to do
but
it.
I, but I have my little hat on. I got my little bells, and
I
do
always
you,
got bells.
do you hear my bells?
I do. I do hear bells. You and Sophia both had a y'all Santa hats. I don't know if she had a bell in hers, but she said no, she didn't have a bell in hers. But yes, I
I,
love that.
I just I just do little simple stuff for Leah.
That's
I'm
it.
74 years old, and
Beautiful 74.
I say I still want to just have fun.
That's right.
Still want to
Absolutely.
laugh. Yeah. And then I
Absolutely.
shall not forget the reason we are celebrating, because God's presence, God sent his son for me. So
Yes.
he gave me a gift. And just the presence of God is a present,
Yes.
ENT. So
Mm-hmm.
just having him. I don't need stuff and things,
Right. Right.
because I've outgrown that now.
Yes.
So my daughter and grandson understand, because they ask, well, Nana, what do you want? I don't need anything. I need to declutter. That's what I want to do.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
want to declutter, but I just want to bless somebody with something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I was reading here in South Carolina where a 7-year-old gave up his I think it was his Nintendo Switch, or oh, no, it was a gaming console. I can't remember which one, but he gave it up so that he could actually serve the homeless, and that just warmed my heart because he's a first grader. So you're talking about 7 years old being so selfless, and I say kudos to the parents because this baby was giving away something that he enjoyed, but he said, I don't need this. These people need to eat. That was huge. I just read that a few hours ago and I was like, oh my God, just in time for the show, for the topic
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah. 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 And that's what it's all about,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
giving,
Yes. Yes.
giving, giving of ourselves, our time, our tithes, and our talents. We don't
Absolutely.
always have to say, well, I don't have $100 to give him, but can you bring a smile to someone's face?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How can you make them smile? How can, when you leave them, they remember you?
Precisely right.
Mhm.
Precisely right.
Mhm. I thank
Mhm.
you for that. And like I said, the things that we take for granted, somebody else wish they had. And
Yeah.
so all with all four of our sharing tonight, we talked about being grateful. We talked
Yeah.
about family and the gift, as you said, mostly the gift that God gave us that no gift can ever replace. No gift can ever replace. Because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
ma'am. Yes,
right.
ma'am. Well, thank you for sharing. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we
I
hope to
love
see you soon.
I love you, my dear.
Love you too. We'll see you
And you
soon.
and you tell my son-in-law I said hello and
I
Merry
sure will. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Bye bye. So, y'all, tonight's topic has warmed my heart, and I hope it's warmed yours as well, as we have remembered what the season's truly about, the favorite holiday memories. No, you're not going to remember your first whatever toy. No, you're not going to remember that because that was just a thing. But you remember when the family assembled. You remember your favorite meals that everybody got together, or even the selflessness of someone else. Your mom may not have had much, but she gave what she had. And that's where that memory came in at. It wasn't about what she bought you, but it was about what she gave you. And she gave you her presence, she gave you the gift of love and the family unit. So y'all remember this as we go throughout this season. teaching this to our own children, teaching this to our grandchildren, because it shouldn't be about people going to take out a loan to buy Christmas gifts. You got to live beyond the day. It's not about that. It's the gift of Jesus Christ. It's the gift of life. It's the gift of life in Him. It's the gift of knowing who you are in Him and being able to share that and helping someone else and creating memories for yourself, for your family, for your children. Not about a bunch of gifts that you're going to forget about next week or they're going to break before tomorrow. Okay. So I love you guys. We will actually be back at the first of the year. So we won't be live on next week. We're going to take a break next week. So thank y'all so much for joining us on Friday Inspire. It has been an awesome 2025. And we'll see you back in January for 2026. Y'all have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season.